Hello, and tonight's video is going to be about why you should never trust the temperature on your machine. One of the biggest pieces of advice that you'll get whenever you're printing new filament is to do a temp tower. And when you're new to 3D printing, you'll probably think, why? I mean, any half-decent filament is going to tell you the nozzle temperature at least. Some tell you the bed temperature, and some tell you even more than that. So why would you ever need to do a temp tower? Because your machine is lying to you. Because you see, the problem with your temperature isn't really that it's not set at the right temperature, and it's not that the specifications on the spool are wrong. The problem lies here, and sometimes even here. Because just like anybody who's ever cooked anything serious on an oven can tell you, your 350 and my 350 might not be the same. Because depending on the hot end, the nozzle, or even the main board, your temperature can fluctuate by 5, 10, maybe even 20 degrees. As well as from spool to spool, the printing temperature can change. Some spools may have a little more spices than the other one. This is why, with all these different variables, sometimes you need to do a temp tower. Now, I will say that once you know your machine, you know when it runs a little hotter or a little colder for a certain filament. So remember, it's variable. It changes from machine to machine. With my machine, I often have to print things that max out at 190, close to 210. And it's just because the numbers on my machine run a little bit hot. It's good to remember that the number is just a number, and that there are a lot of variables in play when it comes to filament temperatures. So, that's why if you're having trouble with a filament, it's always a good idea to do a temp tower.